Hey, Pico-8 friends, let's write a bass line. So I know many of you may not know very much music theory, so I thought I'd try and write a bass line using only one note. I'll try to include some music theory along the way. So for the sake of timekeeping, I've already created a bass drum pattern articulating a group of four. For the bass line, I'm going to start on D0, and I'm going to change the volume column to match the groupings of the bass drum. When you listen to this though, it's not very interesting. It sounds very square. So one way to play with this is by inserting groups of three along with the groups of 2 or 4. So my group of 3 will be 4 2 1 4 2 1 4 2 1 4 2 1 4 1 4 1, and that's a group of 2. And I'm going to copy that here. So in music theory terms, this is called syncopated rhythm. We've accented rhythms where we don't expect. Writing drum parts and bass lines is often this balancing act between creating interesting syncopations, creating variations on them, and ultimately resolving them within a phrase in a composition. Actually, we could start the phrase with a group of 2 rest and then start with groups of 3 like this. See what that sounds like. Another thing we could do is create groups of 2 and groups of 3 in the instrument column as well. So what I'll do here is I'll match the group of 3s and groups of 2 in the instrument columns. And then I can also put this up the octave like that. Let's see what that sounds like. That sounds okay. You could also experiment with just adding groups of 2 in the instrument column. See what that sounds like. That sounds pretty neat. And then I'll just, without putting too much thought into it, I'm just going to add patterns of 5. What would happen if I put a pattern of 3? Maybe not a pattern of 3. Starts to sound like a bass drum, so maybe pattern 3 won't work. But this is a pretty good start for a bass line that just started with using one note. It's got some syncopation, it's has a little bit of depth, and yeah, I think that's a good way to start with bass lines, is to thinking in terms of groups of 4 and groups of 3 and creating a relationship between your bass drum and your bass line as the start of a composition. Hope you enjoyed.